works. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay, well, I think we're live there. And actually, I'm gonna, hold on. Sorry to everyone over here who's like so confused. I'm confused. We're all confused. Let's see if this works. I'm trying to also just make it prettier because now that we've taken out the webcam, let's see if we can make it a better experience overall. So yeah, I don't know what is happening, but hopefully this works, and hopefully the people who were on earlier find me again. Yeah, hopefully they can find me again. So far, nobody's found me, in case you guys are wondering. Oh, thank you for the gifts, Kamar. Okay. All right, well, nobody's found me, I think. Nobody's on the YouTube one, but this is my attempt at doing this live again. And again, hopefully this one works. And it's not blurry. And yeah, and then it'll be good, hopefully, again. Anyway, somebody on YouTube, please tell me if I'm blurry. Oh, I have to stop looking down at that camera because we're not doing it from that camera anymore. We're doing from this camera. Okay, I have to stop doing that. Okay, so somebody on YouTube, please tell me I'm blurry. And if I'm not blurry, then I can blurry. Like, what is happening? This is not the live of putting books away. This is just the live of mistakes. So I just try to get out of the Wi-Fi and put the Wi-Fi on, and now the Wi-Fi is not connecting. How is this happening to me? Maybe I need to hold on. Okay, all right, how about it was high quality for a few seconds. Well, that's good to know. Is it high quality now? Is it high quality now? Because if not, much better? Is it good? But I need to stop looking down there. Is it good? Yes? Yes. Oh my gosh. I think we're good. Yes. Right? Good. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to talk about this. Okay, I literally, you don't understand. Not only did I go get my webcam, which that's why I keep looking up and down because I'm seeing myself there, but I have to remember that you guys are here now. And then obviously YouTube, TikTok. But also I turned on and off my Wi-Fi. I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, since this is technically going to show up as a new video for my YouTubers, then I am just going to let you know that I'm just going to do what I'm doing right now. I have a bunch of books that are in a wagon right now off my bookshelves. The reason for that is because I went to several book signings and I got books from them, and I also took some of my books. I went to a book festival and I grabbed some of my books and took it there in the hopes that I would get them signed. And then also I bought some books there, and I had a press badge, which means that I got a bunch of ARCs. And so anyways, I have books everywhere in my house and I'm putting them away. And in the meantime, we're just chatting and I'm just kind of like talking about the book, whatever, and just in general. I feel like I need more light. Hold on again. Anyway, all right, so more light. So yeah, so that is what's happening. And I had technical issues, so that is why you will see part 1 and then 2 part 2s. I will delete that little middle one because that was like a 30-second one that did not work. Anyway, but part 1 and part 2, and that's why. Not that we put a lot of books away in part 1, but you know. Anyway, blurry again. Are you serious that I'm super blurry again? I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Are you guys serious? Somebody answer me. Am I really that blurry? Also, I need chapstick. I'm not actually gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry a little bit. Anyway, yep, blurry. Yeah. The quality's going up and down. I that might just be my Wi-Fi then. But then it's so weird because on TikTok, I've got no complaints. You guys are telling me that I'm good. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. You're great and amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I can see it flickering. Like, what the hell is that? Why is it flickering? Too many competing but I've done this before. Yeah, it might be an issue with YouTube because I've done this before where I've gone live on both of them and it's been fine. We'll live. Okay. Well, maybe, hopefully, maybe when it like uploads as a video, it won't be blurry. This is me being hopeful. So I'm gonna continue, and I'm just gonna tell you guys what I'm doing so that you guys can see. It's 6:16 in the morning, and your notification woke me up. I'm so sorry. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna carry on now. I can see the screen flickering, which is crazy. Anyway, so I'm just gonna continue on, and hopefully in the playback or whatever, it's not as blurry, or it like fixes itself or something. So, anyway. So we were putting this book away. We were putting When the Moon Hatched by Sarah Parker, which was also my pick for September Book Club, and I did get it signed by her. She came to an event, so I got it signed by her. It's over here. And I'm going to put it away. So where are my P's? Hold on. H-I-J-K L M M M and a P. Okay, here. So we're gonna put the book down here. 4 P's. I'm gonna run out of room here soon, actually. So that's not good. I'm gonna put this little thing away because this is, I can already anticipate that shelf needing some rearranging. So we're gonna put this down here. Okay, so let me see if you guys have said anything. Maybe your data plan shared with a bunch of people, but it's a non-issue. I don't know what's happening. Well, hopefully it's not as bad, and I'm sorry to you guys, but I'm trying. Hello! Okay, so the next book that I'm going to put away, if you guys were around earlier and for part 1 over here, you'll know that I saw this author that kept coming up in my feed on YouTube or on TikTok, I apologize, and she had a book box where she had a lot of goodies, and she's Latin, and I like the idea of supporting fantasy, romance, Latin authors, and so this is the book that came in that box. I did a whole book box opening, and I don't know why I got shy about posting it. Maybe I will. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want. It would be on YouTube because it's kind of long. I keep looking down, but I need to look at here because TikTok, YouTube. Anyway, the book is called Asiri and the Amaru, and it is by Natalia Hernandez. And I'm going to read the blurb just because she's an indie author, and I like the idea of reading blurbs for indie authors. But I don't know where it is. Oh, I didn't know it was signed. Llamas and pumas and bears. Oh my. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know it was signed. I don't actually. Oh, there it is. Asiri has a gift. She has the ability to speak to animals. However, when she begins to feel that her talents are being abused in her home, she escapes to a delightful coastal village where she plans to hide her gifts and finally live a normal life. This proves difficult as her paths keep crossing with Dario, the village's charming and handsome animal healer, and the person most likely to guess her secret. Through a twist of fate, Asiri and Dario stumble across an injured Amaru, a creature who had, up until then, been thought to be a myth. Now Asiri has a mission: convince Dario to help the creature, protect it from the superstitious town people, and keep her gift a secret. And absolutely, most definitely, not fall in love while doing so. I can't wait to read this one. I feel like this is going to be a good one. So I'm excited for this one. And we're going to put this one away. So she's in H, so Natalia Hernandez. And one last time, you guys can see it. Over here. Natalia Hernandez, where are my H's? With C, A, B, C. These are my H's. I knew this is why I didn't fix this one yet. So Hernandez, A, B, C, D, F, G. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J. So, all right. So, oh God, why is TikTok now? It's giving me a puzzle to make sure that I'm still here. What the hell? This is incredible. I'm having the worst of the tech issues. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on this shelf. This shelf needs rearranging. I now have room here that I didn't have before, and I don't know if I'm gonna have another H. So I'm just gonna casually place it for now, and then we will fix it before the end of this. I'm gonna put it here for now. It doesn't go here; it goes somewhere here. But I'm just gonna put it here for now, and then I will fix this shelf at the end. So let me see if you guys have said anything. Oh, the glasses. Thank you. Appreciate it. They're my favorite. One of the pixels is the books. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, post it. Okay, I'll post it. I know. Ooh, somebody said a comment somewhere. Was it maybe on here on TikTok? About doing a video about the books that I've read that month. And you know what? I don't usually do a lot of like book recs or anything like that, but I do think that's a good idea. I do kind of want to start doing that. And also, I don't know why I never made videos of the books that I read for my book club. That seems silly to me. So I might do a roundup of all the book club books that I read for this year. And then next year start anew with like each book club book, do an individual video on that. And then maybe do a roundup of like which books I've read that month. So that way I can do some book recs. But I think that might only live on YouTube. I'm not sure yet. Because on TikTok, whenever I have tried, it has bombed so terribly. But yeah, I will let you guys know about that. And if you guys want to let me know what your thoughts are, should I do that kind of content? Like, what should I do? Just let me know. I think the reason that I say that it could live mostly on YouTube and maybe even Instagram is because I feel like the algorithm has punished me less for trying to expand the type of content I do versus TikTok has punished me heavily. So anyway, so those are just some thoughts that I have, but let me know. Also on YouTube, you guys can expect soon I will be doing like more long form like skits and stuff like that. Just because I'm trying to show off more of my writing and my acting. And kind of do that kind of stuff. So you guys will also see that there as well. That will also go on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok, it might just be like a shorter version of it. So I haven't decided, but that will also go there as well. Don't worry. Oh, some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Cool. People are leaving weird comments. That's good to know. Please post. Oh, good. Okay. That sounds great. I would completely watch that. Good. I watch your shorts when you talk about male authors writing about women. Can you do actual male authors you read and what makes you feel objectified? So I have done those type of videos before. When I first started the series, I would sometimes do videos where it was all satirical, and sometimes I would do actual quotes. Um, but then even in my satirical books, in my satirical videos, I mean, I actually have taken inspiration from things that I've read. For example, I don't know if you've noticed, but whenever I do a men writing women, if I reference breasts, they're always compared to fruits. That is something that I read in a book. I can't remember which book right now, but it is something that I read and it's stuck in my mind. And so now I change the fruit all the time, and it's just ridiculous each time. But the idea of it first came from actually reading a book. Or when I talk about childbearing hips or a womb that's like doing something, as though wombs expand and contrast depending on like if I find a guy attractive. Those are all examples that I actually read in books, and I just have kept them, and I keep putting them everywhere. Um, but yes, I haven't done that in a while where I've taken an actual quote, mostly because I don't read a lot of those books anymore. I mostly read books that are by women, so I don't have new new inspiration. Um, but I'm perfectly willing to go find quotes and stuff like that and act them out as well, so that you guys can see. But mostly what it is I started doing that series because the first thing that kind of clued me in were when I would read books that actually I don't know if this was the first thing that clued me in. So in no particular order, I started like sometimes when I would read, especially growing up, when you're reading stuff in school, um, and you're reading a lot of authors that are like other generations, I started realizing several things. One, that if a woman was there, and this goes for movies as well, then if they're the love interest, it felt like they were very one dimensional. Everyone had a backstory, everyone had like a thing, but the woman was always way younger and was only there to fulfill whatever the man needed it. And then the other thing I started noticing was it was sexual descriptions when it didn't need to be. So I'm talking about like somebody, and Stephen King does this a lot actually. But talking about like, oh, okay, so like their mom walks in, like the character's mom, and it's just like, and she looked good for her age. Her breasts were still perky and called attention, and she had a long neck, and her hips still swayed, and and just I don't know, like just like her lips were still kissable, like just things that you're just like, who thinks about their mom that way? Who does? So like, but then the dad would come in, and he wouldn't get that same description. It's not like they were being told like, and the man, he still had hands that were rugged and sexy, and his bulge was seen through his pants. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, why is it only that the mom gets that weird sexual description, but not the dad? And then the worst part was when little girls were being described, and they were somehow described sexual as well, and that is not okay. And but for some reason, that was always a thing, and that always made me real uncomfortable. So that is actually what inspired that series. And like I said, a lot of the things that I use are things that I've taken that are real, and I've just like twisted it and made it more exaggerated. So like, so now that's why for breast again, you get pears and apples and watermelons and bananas and grapes and whatever fruit I can think of at the time. But that is 100% because I read it first. Anyway, long explanation, but hopefully that kind of, sorry, I have to look this way, clear things up, and that kind of explain that. Sorry, let me. I don't know. I didn't know you got a YouTube. Yes, it's the same username. It's the same username across all for my social media, and I have the same picture as well. So if you guys want to find me, same name, same username, same name, same picture. I also have all the links in my bio. I have like a little link tree, and I have all the links there. Oh, your TikToks are inspirational. Thank you. Thank you for the gift, Reggie. I appreciate it. When they put a strong solo female character with someone who she literally has no connections just them talking about how they will grow up and be a good mother. Yes, and it's yes, and that's the other thing. That's a mother, and like it's just yeah, and it's just always about like mother and like how that's like her role, her mother, and I don't know. It's just like why is it always about nurturing and mother and all that stuff? It's weird. I keep accidentally leaving. Don't leave. Hey, gorgeous. How was your day? Thank you. It was great, actually. Very chill. I wrote for my book because I'm writing a book, and I actually finished a chapter that I've been stuck in for a while, and I loved the direction it took. It was not where I thought it was going, but I'm not mad at it, so I'm very excited about that. Let's see over here. Mm. Bookborn talked about The Witcher being sexist, and she later posted a video of specific instances where she believed it was sexist. Helps a lot of male authors because we do it unconsciously. Yes, I do think that I can go back to doing like real examples. I just have to do a little bit of a deep dive because I haven't read them recently. You know. Hello, I'm looking for book recommendations. What's your favorite read that isn't super spicy? Ooh, okay, so anything that's not super spicy. That depends. Do you want romance? If you still want romance that is not super spicy and but has really good character stories, anything by Bridget Kemmerer. I'm just gonna pull one of her books out right now. She is very good at character development and romance. And she does dual perspectives or like dual POVs, and she is upper YA, which means that she has spice, but it never gets graphic in any sort of way. It's more implied, but it's not like but there's still good romance. Um, this is one of her series, Defy the Night. There's 3 books in the series. She also has about A Curse So Dark and Lonely. That's 3 books. A spin-off series called Forging Silver into Flames. The second book in that spin-off is about to come out in January. She also has some contemporary, so if you don't like fantasy, she has contemporary, and she also, her very first series is fantasy, but like in our real world. So if you like more lower fantasy, it's also there. And all of her books are dual perspective. So I would recommend her. If you want somebody who's more recent and very popular, again, not spicy, but still romance, I recommend Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. It is again upper YA, and there is romance, and it gets a little like nice and spicy, but again very implied because it is YA. So I recommend those books as well. And yeah, those are some. Let me know if you want more, but those are just some that kind of like came to the top of my head real quickly. Let me see what you guys have said. What's it about? Oh, sorry, I completely which book? Okay, so I pulled out 2 books, so I'm going to describe what they are about. So I pulled out Defy the Night. And again, Bridget Kemmerer has like 17 books that she's published. They're all romance and dual POV. So you get to check her out. This is how you spell her name. I'm going to kind of show close up in both. So in TikTok, this is how you spell her name. YouTube, this is how you spell her name. So Defy the Night, for example, is the kingdom of Kandala is on the brink of disaster. Rifts between sectors have only worsened since the sickness began ravaging the land, and the only known cure, an elixir made by the... Sorry, I have to drink water. An elixir made from the moonflower petal is severely limited. The king holds on to a tenuous piece with a ruthless hand. Out in the wilds, apothecary apprentice Tessa Cade and her best friend Wes are tired of watching people suffer. They risk their lives every night to steal moonflower petals and distribute the elixir to those in need, but it's still not enough, so very Robin Hood. As rumors spread that the cure no longer works and sparks of rebellion begin to flare, a particularly cruel act from the king's justice makes Tessa desperate enough to try the impossible, sneaking into the palace. But what she finds on the inside makes her wonder if it's even possible to fix Kandala without destroying it first. So that's Defy the Night. And then the other one that I just pulled out, Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. And I'm going to put it close up so you guys can see the spelling, Rebecca Ross. This is a special edition, so the books don't look, the cover doesn't usually look like this, but Rebecca Ross. And then over here, Rebecca Ross. What's this about? When two young rival journalists find love through a magical connection, they must face the depth of hell and a war between gods to seal their fate forever. After centuries of sleep, the gods are warring again, but 18-year-old Iris Winnow just wants to hold her family together. Her mother is suffering from addiction and her brother is missing from the front lines. Her best bet is to win the columnist position at the Oath Gazette. To combat her worries, Iris writes letters to her brother and slips them beneath her wardrobe door, where they vanish into the hands of Roman Kit, her cold and handsome rival at the paper. When he anonymously writes Iris back, the two of them forge a connection that will follow Iris all the way to the front lines of battle for her brother, the fate of mankind, and love. So it's epic enemies to lover fantasy filled with hope and heartbreak and the unparalleled power of love. It is a historical fantasy, which means that it feels like it's around the time of like World War II, but it is fantasy because gods are fighting instead of historically. You guys know who fought. So yeah. So those are some books. Let me see if you guys have spoken. The Godfather. The Cruel Prince. Oh yes, the Cruel Prince is another good one. It is by Holly Black. I have it, but it's all the way over there. It's way up there, so I'm not gonna grab it now. But yes, Holly Black is really good author if you want romance, fantasy, not a lot of spice. I don't mind romance. I just noticed in a lot of romantic book I've read, there one or both of the characters fall short as far as character development. I totally agree with you on that one. So if you really want, again, stories that focus specifically on, I have to look at here, not down there. If you want stories that specifically focus on character, Bridget Kemmerer again is really, really good at that. Ooh, Hufflepuff, nice. I'm a Ravenclaw. Oh wait, Heart Puffs. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Any books about a strong female lead, no romances, or little to no romances? Yes. Yes. I have some like that. Now the question is if you want like lower fantasy, so fantasy kind of in our world, it's all the way up there, so I'm not gonna grab it right now. But Our Crooked Hearts by Melissa Albert is a book that is about this girl and weird things are happening to her. And it's kind of mysterious, and it parallels when her mom was young and her mom was getting into witchcraft, and the witchcraft, it was getting kind of dark, and it parallels that. So it is not really about romance. It is specifically about two women in separate generations and what they're going through. And actually, other if you want that kind of vibe where there is either no romance or very little romance, where like the romance is definitely not the main focus, anything by Melissa Albert I would recommend. She is also upper YA. Everything that she writes is very kind of mysterious. I interviewed her for my show, The Nerd Tea. She was the second episode, so if you want to kind of find out more about her, you can watch that. It's on my YouTube. But yes, so that anything by Melissa Albert would work if that's kind of what you're looking for, where you don't want necessarily a lot of romance. Oh my god, my wife collection is starting to look like yours. Yay! Nice. I know it's an addiction problem. Okay, let's see what else we have over here. Hey, I'm Ravenclaw too. Oh yay! Stephanie, I'm heading off, going to read a bit and go to bed. It was fun visiting a bit. I hope you have a lovely stream. Good night. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate. Oh, let me look here. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you for chatting. It means a lot. I'm a Slytherin. Okay, we got Ravenclaws. We got Slytherins. Love that. All right, I'm gonna continue putting books away. I totally meant to take a picture of this and post it, and I didn't, and now I'm too embarrassed to post it late. This was an arc that was given to me, and I forgot to post about it. I think I forgot to post about it. I haven't read it, but I received it for free, and I can't wait to read it. It sounds really good. She's a debut author. Her name is Rebecca Robinson, and the book just came out like, I want to say it came out like a week ago. Like I said, I got it as an arc, so I'm not entirely sure at exact. I remember it. I remember I didn't get it like too early. I got it maybe like 2-3 weeks beforehand. But I'm gonna read you the description because again, this is the debut author, and I just think it's like how cool to support a new author. Okay. A fake marriage meets enemies to lovers in Rebecca Robinson's steamy, thrilling romantasy debut, the start of a duology perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Jennifer L. Armentrout. All her life, Vasa Kosar has been sharpened into a blade. She has now lost her mother, her only remaining parent, to a dark magic that has since awoken within her. Vasa's domineering brother, Dominic, knows Vasa isn't long for the world, so he marries her off to Reed of Mire. It's spelled like Mireh. Reed of Mire, a ruthless foreign ruler in one last political scheme. For Dominic to invade Reed's nation, all Vasa has to do is die. But she is desperate to live. Vasa enters her new marriage with every intent of escaping it. To her surprise, Reed offers her a deal. Help him win the vote to rise in power and she can walk free. In exchange, he will keep the dark magic running through her veins at bay. His proposal may be too good to refuse, yet Vasa and Reed's undeniable attraction threatens to break the rules of their arrangement. As Dominic's lethal machinations take form, everything is at stake. Vasa must learn to trust her new husband, but how can she? Especially when their perfect political marriage begins to feel like the real thing. So I got this arc. I am not by getting this arc, I am not forced to write a review or anything, nor am I forced to like advertise it nor anything. It's just kind if you do, and I completely forgot. I always like to post pictures of my arcs on Instagram on my story, but I forgot. I might post it late and be like, can't wait to read this one, and just be like, and just ignore that it was an arc. I might actually just do that because I feel bad that I never posted about it. But yeah, so it's a debut author. I know nothing else about it outside of what I just read for you guys. I don't know anything about it. It's called The Serpent and the Wolf by Rebecca Robinson, and it is her debut novel. So we're going to put it away, and then I'm going to read because I see that you guys have commented. So I'm going to put it away, and then I'm going to read your comments in a moment. Where are my R's? Okay, H, K. R's should be down here. Okay, this is another shelf, kind of like in YouTube. You guys can't see it, but underneath this one, this is another shelf, kind of like this one, that is a mess, and I anticipate getting a lot more because a lot of authors have last names starting with H and R, so they're all down here. So I'm gonna just place it casually, and then I might rearrange that shelf later. So it's just kind of casually gonna go there. Let me see. Can we see the nails? Oh my gosh, yes, you can. I think they're so cute. I wanted like the little French thing, but like colors, because I've seen people do that, and I love it so much. And it's like it looks black, but it's like a really dark maroon. Actually, the shelves look neat. Thank you. I love kind of like having messy shelves. They're organized as far as like they are in alphabetical order, so they are organized. But I like the idea that they look a little messy. It just makes me happy. The only thing that I would change is that I would change this white and make it like dark wood, and I would paint this whole room another color that is not white. If I could start over, but alas, that did not happen. So anyway. That's a sick ring. Thank you. Which one? I have several. My rings. I love rings. I love weird rings. Let's see what we have over here. Story time. Yay. You could read us books for videos. That is true. That is true. Although I don't know how much time I have for that. But I am down to do like book recommendations and maybe read like an excerpt from the books and stuff. Stream is very pixelated, I know, and I tried, and I don't know what's happening, guys, on YouTube, and I'm so sorry. And hopefully YouTube uploads my lives into video, so hopefully it's not pixelated by the time it like uploads. I don't know what's happening. How much books do you own? And I don't. Oh my god, I'm totally fudging a. Shit. Hold on. Sorry, you just reminded me that I have a Goodreads for myself where I put all the books that I own so that when it's time to buy, I'm not accidentally buying things that I don't want to. And also, if there's a series, I'm buying like the hardcover or soft cover that are needed. And I was just putting all of these books away and completely forgetting to do that. So shite. We're gonna start over here. Hold on. All right, you guys gonna give me a quick moment because I need to do this. Otherwise, I'm gonna lower you guys a little bit so that you're not just like looking at the top of my head. I don't know what you guys are looking at. Oh God, I'm sorry about this angle that you guys are seeing. Ooh, don't look at me. No, I'm kidding. But yes, hold on. I gotta get this done. Otherwise, I will forget. Thank you for reminding me. My goodness gracious. Okay, hold on. Let me look back. I saw Rebecca Ross recently, and these are not books that I'm putting away, but I actually don't think I also put these books in my list, which is not good. Let me see. Okay, no, I did. Okay, I did put these away. I just saw that. Okay, cool. So these are away. Let's see this one, the serpent and the wolf, which is the one that I just said. The serpent. And then I'll be able to tell you how many books I own because it counts it for me in wolf. My God. I want to read. Did I already put that I own this? Do you wanna load? Goodreads? Okay, so I already put this one away as well. Sorry, guys. I know that I'm like, okay, what else did I put away? I put all of Isabel Ibanez's books. Let's see, Isabel Ibanez. Okay, see that one I hadn't put, so I own that one. Own in hard copy. Hello, where is that shelf? Okay, own in hard copy. This one I own it in paperback. You have no idea how many categories I have. Oh, not that. That one is fine. That one is fine. And then this one, I own it in paperback. Okay. What else did I put away? Oh, Carissa Broadbent's new book. I put that one away. Carissa Broadbent. No, not that one. Not that one. Go back. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I know that this is like kind of boring. Stephanie, I can see you writing books. I'm actually writing a book right now, currently. Yeah, I'm writing a book. It's going well. I just finished one of the chapters today, which is awesome. And yeah, I had that scene in my head. It's one of the first things that I thought of, like I came up with when I came up with the story. And I finally got to write it, and it came out different than I thought it would, but it's like I love how it came out anyway. So I'm really excited about that. I also put away When the Moon Hatched, but I'm pretty sure When the Moon Hatched. I'm so sure that I already had that in my list of books that I had. Hold on. I know this is the worst. This is the worst. Okay, I already have that. And then I don't think I put away any other book, right? For anybody. Oh shit, Asiri and the Amaru. Yes, that's the one. And the Asiri and hold on. The Amaru. So I put by Natalia Hernandez. I just put that book away as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, maybe you could just let me. Everyone, I haven't seen in YouTube or TikTok or YouTube what's happening, but on TikTok everyone has left. Not everyone, you guys. There's some of you guys are still here, but it's just really funny how it's like no. Anyway, yeah. Okay. And then I think that's it. I think every other book that I don't think I put away many other books because we had to deal with like the whole technical thing that was happening. So I think I think we're caught up. But I just have to keep doing that for all the books because hold on. I can see which book we're doing next, so I'm just going to click it just to see if I've already marked it. Yes, that's what I saw. Okay, so we're caught up for now. Okay, sorry. Let me see what you guys read, and then I will continue. I will continue after that. Okay. Yes, I can see you write a book. Thank you. Yes, I'm writing it. I'm really excited. The Organized Stephanie written by Jesse Solis. That's hilarious. Let me see. So we can send you our books and you will announce it for free. Yes, I if you guys have arcs and stuff like that and you want to send them to me, I wouldn't review them or anything because I mean I'd review them when I read them, but I wouldn't give you like a guarantee that I'm going to read them quickly or anything like that. But whenever I get arcs and stuff, I'm always happy to post a picture with the arc and be like, hey, I just got this arc. I did have a PO box, and that PO box went kaput, and I have not gotten a new one yet, and I keep forgetting to do that. I might make that an errand that I run tomorrow, is to get a PO box, and that way, well, yes, and that way I can put that in my bio, and then if you guys have any arcs or anything like that, you guys can send that to me. I also have a professional email. It's also my bio, so if you'd rather send it digitally, just let me know. I won't, like I said, I do not promise anything, but as you can tell, like I forgot to post that picture with that one, and that happens a lot with me sometimes. So I'm not going to tell you like 100%. If you send me something, it's gonna be out there in the world. I don't want to make that guarantee with people, but it is something that I try genuinely to do. So if it's gonna cost you too much money, maybe not, or send it digitally or something. Again, I try, but I can't guarantee anything. But definitely, like I said, I do try. So yes, and at the very least, I can put it in my Discord page where I'm hoping to build my community. Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of what's happening. So it's not like guarantee. I don't want to be like she 100% guaranteed, and so it's not that. But again, because it's such a kind thing that I was given an arc, I tried to post about it. But for example, I just got a bunch of arcs in oh no, I did post about that. Anyway, so yes. And again, it's not like a whole video, it's usually like a post, like a picture in my story or my Discord or something like that. But yeah. So again, not 100% guaranteed, but it is something that I try to do. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to disappoint anyone. Because yeah. Moving on. How do you choose which books to read? With great I forget that I have to keep looking here. With great difficulty, because I have so many books to read and I never know what to read. I have made it a goal, maybe starting to December. I'm gonna pick a book for my book club. I've narrowed it down to like 3 books and I haven't decided yet. But besides that, I have made it a goal of mine for December and January because several books are gonna come that I'm waiting for coming out in January. I am behind in like the continuation of certain series. So like books that I've read, like the first book, the second book, but the third one just came out or whatever. And there's 2 books from series that I've already read coming out in January. So I figured like December, January, my personal goal is to read the books that I've already started the series and I own the other books. I have them, they're in my possession, and I just need to continue reading the series that I just haven't. So that's kind of my personal goal there. After that, it's just kind of like, I don't know, like I just kind of pull them from my shelf, or like I will, maybe there's a book that I keep hearing about and everyone's really excited about it, and things like that. Or maybe it's an author that I really love, or it's an indie author that I'm like, oh, that sounds like fun, and I want to support, and I want to see what they're about. So, yeah. So it's a little. I know it's always hard to pick, isn't it? But yeah. Who is your favorite author among the books you own and why? I am really bad at that question because I don't know what my favorite author is. That changes all the time. But I will pull out books that of authors that I have that I'm really excited about their stuff recently. One of them being literally the next book that I'm gonna put away, and it's called The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott, and I will talk a little bit more about this in a second because I'm just gonna put away, but I'm just gonna pull other books out. I am obsessed with Rebecca Ross, especially her Divine Rival series. I am obsessed again with the books that I told you. Anything that Carissa Broadbent is writing with her series, The Serpent of the Wings of Night. I really like her style. Bridget Kemmerer, and again, I'm just going to pull one of her books. This is the third one in a series. Bridget Kemmerer, I love how her stories are so character based rather than plot based. And I really enjoy that because I think some people might not like her because they're like, oh, I wanted more for the plot, but for me it's like she's so focused on the character that for me it's amazing. Holly Black is always really fun to read. Yeah, Jesus Christ, there's definitely more, but yeah, so those are just some. And why do I like them? Usually it's because I feel like their stories are a little different. Rebecca Ross, I love Fourth Wing. Yeah, I just feel like their stories are new. I couldn't put it down for whatever reason. I could not put the book down. And it makes me excited to read anything else that they have. And usually that for me is like a sign of like an author that I love. But that changes all the time. Yes, about to start the Carissa Broadbent series. Okay, good. I'm glad. I would love to interview her. I'm trying to interview her for my show, but so far her team has not responded to my emails. So, but yes, I'm so glad. Let me see what else we got here. What kind of book is yours? Ooh, mine is a fantasy romance as well. So so that is, I'm not gonna say too much more about that, but there is enemies to lovers and forced proximity and all that stuff. And because those are my favorite tropes, and then somebody taken from their real life into something else, and corruption of magic and kingdoms, because that is also my favorite tropes. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you have any tips for writing? I have a book idea, but I don't know how to write it. I'll give you some tips, but I might not be the best person considering I've been trying to write since I was like 10 and have not written a book, or have not published a book or anything. I think tips for writing is constantly write. Sometimes it feels like you don't want to write anything, but you just have to kind of constantly keep doing it because it is something that you need to practice a lot of. Know your characters well. Whenever I start, I like to make a sheet of my character, and I talk about like who they are, what their childhood was like, what their background is. Do they have any like tics that they do? What are their flaws? Because your characters need to have flaws because it's not fun if your character is perfect. How do they respond to stress? How do they respond to happiness? How are they with friends? Are they people who are really open and who tell their secrets to anyone? aka somebody who doesn't really have secrets, or are they somebody who's very guarded? Know your character well, because that will inform the kind of decisions that your character will make throughout the book. And then also some people are more planners, some people are less planners. You just have to experiment. But I think even if you're somebody who doesn't really do a lot of planning, you need to have some sort of plan. Like at least know, like, I want to start here and I want to end here. Or at least know kind of where you're kind of trying to go. Have a plan so that you're not just writing to the abyss. Some people plan way more, some people plan way less. I'm not gonna give you what you must do because that is different with everyone. Again, I interview authors with my show, The Nerd Tea. I've interviewed authors who have said that they just have an idea and they just write and they have no idea and they're just like, let's see what happens, but they know their characters well, so they can do that, you know. And then I've interviewed authors have who are like plan everything down to a T. They know exactly, literally every little bit, and have maybe spent 3 years world building or whatever. So that style, that's different, but I would say know your characters well. That's a tip for writing for me. Writing to the advanced good analogy, yeah. But thank you. Um, um, mm, mm, mm. Can we send you our books? Definitely. I don't have a PO box quite yet, because I keep forgetting to like I had one and then something happened and now I need to get a new one. So yes, but not yet. If you're trying to send it to me digitally, then I do have a professional email. Please do not abuse it. This is like for professional inquiries. But if you wanted to send it to me digitally, you can send it through there. If you wanted to send it to me through hard copy, give me 1 week or so to get a PO box, and then I'll put it in my bio, and then you could send it there. And again, I do not promise anything, but I do my best to remember to post about it when I get an arc. So I will do my very best, but again, I don't want to guarantee anything because I never want to disappoint anyone. But yes, you can definitely send it. I love getting books, especially by people who are indie authors or debut authors. I love reading them when they're starting off. And I think it has to do with the fact that I want to be a writer so bad, and I would hope that somebody gives me a shot as well. So yeah, and congratulations if you've already written your book and that's what you are trying to send me. Congratulations, that is such a hard feat. I've been trying for years, so that so happy for you. I love that. And if you want to tell us about your book now, like, let me know. I see videos all the time of people changing their book covers into these artistic masterpieces to the author and cover artist. Is that insulting? Good question about the artist. I am not entirely sure. But you're talking about people who bookbind on their own. I don't do that, so I don't know how artists feel about that. The books that I have that are special edition, they were approved by the authors, and other artists had to be approved as well. So I would think that it's a good thing in the sense of like more artists are showing their work. And I don't and I think that's good. I think the people who bookbind though usually don't sell their binds. I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Um uh, uh, uh. um why do girls like romance so much? I think people I think people like romance so much because it is just it's nice. Everyone loves like people human, you know? Everyone wants connection. Everyone loves love. Um like I think it's just fun to watch or to read about people who are falling in love. And who are in love. Like I think it's so fun to read. Um and I love reading about all sorts of love. And it's funny because a lot of times my favorite books are nothing to do with like what I would consider that I would want for myself in real life, but I just love reading about it. I think it's just I love reading about connections that are forming and then connections that are strengthening. Like I just yeah, it's just it's a universal thing to want love, I guess, you know? Um wait, hold on. Great. I hope to send you my books eventually then. Yes, I please do. I'm if anyone out there, like, please. Yes, I agree. Guys like romance too. I totally agree. That's why I said people. Guys like romance too. It's just that for whatever reason, society has made it so that it's made men feel like they're not allowed to, or that if they do, it's from a guy who's badass and just so happens to have a hot chick next to them. No, people are people. People love connections, whether that's friendships or romantic relationships or whatever it is. Connections are always fun to read about, in my opinion. And yeah, but I agree. Men like romance as well. Are you someone who can type really fast? Sometimes. It depends. I have the little protection over my keyboard, and for whatever reason, whenever I type with it, I can't type as fast. I don't know why. So it just depends. I have seen a few for sale as rebind or you send your book and they change the cover. I'll never use it, but oh, I've seen that too, where you send your book and then they rebind it. I don't think that's insulting, honestly. Um, I don't think that's insulting. More insulting is if they're trying to sell, like, yeah, if they're trying to make money off of somebody else's book. But if they're making money off their art, like if somebody's sending them their book and they're just making money off their art, I don't think that's insulting. I think that's just changing their art to whatever they want for their books, you know? Um, but I'm not a book artist, book artist. So I actually genuinely don't know. I don't believe it would be insulting, but I don't know. Mm-mm. What's your favorite romantasy? I have a lot of favorite romantasies. I really like Fourth Wing. I really like, again, anything by Carissa Broadbent. Holly Black is always good. Um, um, if you want super, super, super spicy, there's a reverse harem that I like called Bonded by Thorns, by Elizabeth and Helen. They're hybrid authors. They started off as indie, and now they're hybrid. Those are some of my favorite, and actual my recent favorite, since we are again putting books away. One of my recent favorites is The Temptation of Magic. So it is magic based in our real world, but this is so interesting, guys. I want to interview her actually as well. It's her debut novel. This was my book club pick back in. Wait, was this one the one in September? And then I said the other one was September, but maybe that one wasn't in September. Maybe that one was August, and then this one was September. It's a possibility that the one that I said earlier that was September was actually August, and then this one is September. Or maybe this one was August, and it does not matter. The point is, I chose this one as one of my book club's picks. It was a debut novel, and I had seen her advertise her books, and I was like, that sounds really interesting, and I read it, and I loved it because it has all sorts of supernatural creatures from every folklore that you can imagine, and our main character is like a new one, like it's like a made up supernatural, and it's fantastic. And she studies like art history and like fantasy, like supernatural art history. So there's a ton of references to actual famous paintings here that I didn't know. So I kept having to Google them just to see what it was talking about. But it was really cool how she incorporated real, like, famous historical paintings into the supernatural community and her main character. I thought that was really clever. It had a really good romance. I don't know. It was just really. It was really fun. And I can't wait to read the second one. I don't know when it's coming out, but because this one just came out like maybe like 2-3 months ago. But yes, this one is one of my new favorite romantasies. It's not high fantasy, but still considered a romantasy. Again, The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. And we're gonna put that away, but it's really good. So, where are my S's? Oh, down here. Give me 1 second. Okay. So that's one. Let me see what you guys have written. Oh gosh. Okay, hold on. Mm-mm. Oh, I have not watched Our King yet, but I do want to see it. I'm a guy and I like romantasy. I'm picky about it, but I still like it. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad because like I think it should be. I think more guys should be encouraged to read it. I prefer an undercurrent of romance. Jane Austen is an exception because her writing is phenomenal. That is true, but yeah, that is totally like a more of a fantasy. That is more fantasy focused. I mean that's totally fair. And sometimes I like to read those too because they sometimes feel a little bit more epic. Um, but yeah. Um, mm. Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, The Godfather all have undercurrents of romance, but have greater things beyond them. What I tend to enjoy, definitely, and there's plenty of books that I know the latest of like, well, it's not as heavy as those. I was gonna recommend, but I don't know if like it's not the same style, so I'll think about that a little bit more. I've been trying to write a book since I was in high school. It's hard to structure everything. I want to be a book where you know the main character is going to die. Do you have any tips? Um, for writing when you know the character's going to die, I think what you want is that like even if your character is going to die, you want them to be doing something epic or maybe write it in a way that maybe you hope they won't, but they do anyway. I need to drink water. Hold on. Uh, but as far as like writing, I think start with the planning. For me, when I start planning, it gets me really excited about writing. So maybe if you start the planning of it, it'll get you really excited. Like, why does your character need to die? Like, write all that down. Like write all the ways that your character maybe is gonna try not to die. Like, things like that. I think sometimes the planning is what gets me really excited. Hold on. My God, I needed water. Okay, let's see what else we have. Um, Not calling one thing. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Sorry. There's a conversation about Lord of the Rings. Um, Hello, I'm from Japan and I'm a writer. Hello, welcome. I love that I'm getting writers and stuff. And again, I do interview authors. It's on my YouTube page. I do like little teases all over my social media, but the full interview is on my YouTube page. You can see it as a video and also listen to it as a podcast. So if you wanted tips from published authors about their style of writing, like if you wanted to hear what their style of writing, I always structure my interviews like this. We start off with their intro, who they are, what kind of books they've written. We go in depth about whatever book they've written that I'm talking about. Then we go in depth into their writing style and how they structure themselves. And then we have fun miscellaneous. So if you're mostly trying to see writers, I would skip to around the middle and see what their writing style is. A little logo pops up, so you have to look for the logo. I am soon going to have it also as a podcast in Spotify and Apple. The reason it's not up there, I recently heard that you can have videos in Spotify and it will do the same thing where you could either watch the video or just listen to it as a podcast. So I need to figure that out and do it that way. That's why I haven't posted it. But yes. Anyway, why so many ads? Huh. I'm sorry. I don't know. I thought they were gonna put the ads after the live was done. Why would they put it while I'm still live? That's odd. And I didn't know that. And I'm sorry. They were like, "Do you want ads?" And I was like, "Sure," but I thought they would put it like again after I like ended the live and then they would put the ads there because it's like a video. I didn't realize that they would put ads while I'm speaking. That is interesting. Um Does your character living in your brain and heart? Yes, my characters are constantly living in my head. Constantly, I daydream about them when I'm trying to fall asleep. So I'm with them all the time. Hi. I got no ads. Okay, good. That's weird. I have YouTube Red. Yay. Wait, what's YouTube Red? What's YouTube Red? Um, no way. It's cute and wonderful stuff. Hello. Thoughts on Frank Herbert? Who's Frank Herbert? I wish I could stay longer. Can't wait to watch the VOD. Oh, yay. Thank you. The quality is horrible, but I am optimistic that when it uploads, it won't be blurry. But everyone has been complaining. It's part 1 and part 2 because apparently it's been horribly blurry. Okay, I'm gonna put one more book away and then grab the next batch because believe it or not, we still have a lot of other books. We've only put away like 3 books. And then I'll read what you guys have been writing. So let me just put this book away. The next book that I'm putting away is Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. This is the second book of her Divine Rival series, which I've been recommending. I saw her at an event and I'm so mad. So there was an event. She's from the state that I am. So there was an event with another author that I went to get their book signed, and they invited Rebecca Ross to ask her questions. But it said that she couldn't stick around to sign books, so I didn't take anything. Fast forward, there's another event by another author and getting a book signing. But I got no instructions about anything until I had already left because I actually had to leave right after work to try to make it on time because it was kind of far. And I didn't realize, and that was when I went to get my book signed by Isabel Ibanez. And then I saw my email after I had already arrived at the place saying that Rebecca Ross was signing books. And I was like, great, because I have all of my books signed by her except this one. And I was like, gosh dang it. So then I went to the YALLFest. And I was like, maybe I'll run into her and see if she can sign it then. But I didn't run into her. So it is still unsigned. And I'm annoyed. But anyway, this is really good. It's a historical fantasy, which means that it feels like it's based out of real history, kind of World War II, but instead of the people who were fighting the war being who we know, it is 2 gods and they're fighting. So there is some fantasy, but it's very low fantasy. The character doesn't have magic, or nobody around her has magic. The only thing that the only reason that it's a fantasy is because the 2 gods are fighting and everyone is being drafted into the war to fight for either side. But there's not a lot of magic. There's a lot of realism. She's a journalist, and this is amazing. And this is the second book in the series. And again, it's called Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. The first one is called Divine Rivals. The cover doesn't usually look like this. It's in a special edition by Owl Crate. And I keep having to stock whenever they have to do the third one, because can you imagine if I have the whole series, like two books in one style and the third one not? I would die. So I wouldn't actually die. That's very dramatic. But you know what I'm saying. I would be very upset. So we're going to put that right back in here. Okay, let me read what you guys have said, and then I'm going to pick up the next batch. So we're going to start over here. Love the bookshelf, as always. Thank you. YouTube, right? Oh, it's paid, no ads. Okay. Oh, Frank is the writer of Dune. Gosh, dang it. That's embarrassing because I literally have Dune right here. I mean, he definitely made a very epic story, didn't he? So in that regard, I'm not sure what else to think. Yeah, I mean, very epic story. Characters are weird. I'm talking about you, Paul Atreides, book 3. But yeah. It's all good. It blurry. Fingers crossed it won't be. Today's fit is awesome, and I hope you can get that book signed. Thank you. Thank you. This is like my cozy fit. It's such a cozy sweater. Tarjay. And then my jeans are Tarjay. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got over here. Wait. The storyline is that it's a zombie apocalypse and she's dying and telling her life. Oh. Okay, so this is Benny speaking, and this is the book that they wrote, or they want to write. The storyline is that it's a zombie apocalypse and she's dying and telling her life from beginning to end. As she dies, it's kind of hard to structure, so it feels like human. So I think that you probably need to really just plan it out chronological order, so that when you write it and she's telling her life, then you know where it's going. You know what I mean? I don't dream about my characters. I think about them. Yeah, so I don't dream about them, but I daydream about them when I'm trying to fall asleep. I that's how I fall asleep. I daydream. So I make up characters in my head, and half the time the stories that I come up with are stories that I started off as daydreams. and they have nothing other than like a scene here or there, like I'm like, oh, that's not a story that I'm trying to write, and then maybe years later, I'll be like, oh, this is it. I'm gonna write it, and I know exactly what kind of story it is because I've been daydreaming about that character. It's like weird. Anyway, um, you are a true writer. I try to read your book. Thank you. One day, one day, one day. Um, are some books objectively better than others? Probably, but I also think that that opinion is can be subjective. So like there are probably books that are written much better than others, but I can assure you that the most popular books in the world are not universally loved. And then books that you might find horribly written, I assure you they have a big fan base. So, you know, um, yeah. Okay, so now we're over here. We're debating of that question: are some books objectively better than others? So I think yes, but I also think that that opinion of is not always going to be shared by everyone, if that makes sense. You could be a D&D dungeon master in creating fantasy world. I would love to be like in a D&D campaign. I hope that I have a couple of friends and we want to find one, but we've never like I've kind of like been around D&D in college or whatever and kind of played lightly, but not really because these people had like a very established campaign. Um and I want to be in one, but I don't know anyone who's like anyway. So yeah, dying to try. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Don't go anywhere. I have a wagon of all the books that I need to put away, so I'm just gonna grab the next batch. So hold on, give me a moment. I have a mess down here. Oh god, it's ew, that sound. Hold on. Ugh, hold on. Okay, the next batch. Okay, so the next book that I'm going to put away is a book that I already owned. I took it out to do some videos. You guys, I've already posted. Hold on. So you guys need to be taller. Yeah. I've already posted a video with it as a prop, and I recorded 2 other ones using it as a prop as well. And that book is Wicked. I've had this book, my friend gifted it way back in like it's maybe been 15 years since she gifted it to me. And I don't think she realized how dark the book actually was when she gifted it to me. And I remember being like, oh my god, I love that show. And I started reading it and being like, excuse me. So anyways, I took it out so that I could use it as a prop. So I'm just gonna put it away. I had it down here, so give me a second. Okay. Let me see what you guys have been saying over here. Thank you for the tips. I appreciate it so much. I like how you don't discourage people from reading, writing, even if they're new to the. Oh, definitely. Listen. Reading is very special to me, and so is writing. I was somebody who, for whatever reason, I was very shy and very awkward, very very awkward, like very socially awkward. And I had a hard time making close connections. Like I had some friends in school, although there was a time when I had no friends in school and I was eating lunch alone and I was like I went through periods of feeling very lonely. And reading and writing fan fiction at the time, reading and writing were the things that made me get out of bed. Truly, I couldn't wait to read certain books. I couldn't wait to write my stories and my fan fictions and see what people thought. So whether like if somebody is starting their journey of reading and writing, like everyone's reasons for doing so is different, but I do think it has power to change people's lives. And so I would never discourage anyone. I would only encourage, even if whatever they're reading or writing is not my style at all, it's still valid. Like I have a friend who is obsessed with dark romance, and I've read some dark romance, and it's not exactly for me, but but she was somebody who didn't think she could ever be a reader. She couldn't ever really finish books, and then finally she found that one book and that hooked her. And if that book is not for me, it doesn't matter. That book is for her. And that is, I love that. And I love, and whenever I get videos of dark romance books, I love sending them to her because I know that she'd appreciate it. And, because yes, because reading and writing is just amazing. It's, like I said, it can change lives. So yes, I'm always trying to be very encouraging of people who are just starting that journey. Yeah. Can books be turned into animated series, and would it do as well if executed right? Oh yeah, I think so. I've read several books that I think would work great as like a live adaptation, and I've read several books where I'm like, I think this needs to be animated. Um, absolutely. I think books can be adapted in many different ways. Um, ooh, or be turned into video games. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, video games have been adapted as like series and stuff like that, or books or anything. So I don't see why not. Don't forget you haven't been writing the books in your note thing. I don't know what it is. Don't forget you haven't been. Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh, thank you. My Goodreads. Thank you so much. It just so happened that that book that I just put away, I had already marked it before, but thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. Yes. I think that, let me see. Oh yes. So the next 4 books that I'm about to put away were books that I already owned, and I took it to the YALLFest to get signed. So so I don't need to mark it. But thank you so much for reminding me, because that would have been really annoying. I appreciate you very much. Relatable, but I didn't really start writing until after I dropped out of college and didn't know what to do next. I mean, writing is what to do next, right? Writing is it's a great thing to do next. So I say, go for it. And whatever it is that started making you write, that's amazing. I'm glad that you're doing it. All right, I'm gonna put books away because I've been online for like 2 hours at this point, and I still have like 15 more books to put away. So, at this rate, guys, I'll be here until midnight. So, so the next book I'm putting away is a special edition of Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken, and I know that I have more books from her, and they're probably still in the wagon somewhere. So I took this book with me to YALLFest, and she signed it, and I hope that I get to interview her as well. Let me show you guys the signature. Oh, here. So I'm going to show you here. See, for Stephanie. It's so exciting. And isn't this so pretty? Look at the edges. Okay, so this is all the way in B, so let me climb up for a second. Hold on. Excuse me for a moment. Oh, come on. Squeeze! Squeeze! Oh, fudging A. This is not squeezing. Okay, we're just going to put it up here. We're going to put it up here. At some point, this is also going to have to be rearranged. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was that. The next, I'm gonna put away the next book, and then I'm gonna see what comments you guys have left me. So the next book I'm putting away is also one that I already owned, and I took it to the YALLFest because, guys, for the first time, I've been to the YALLFest many years. I made a vlog about it, a short little one, and then a long one that's on my YouTube. And I applied for a content creator press badge, and I got it. And then I was able to coordinate an interview with Victoria Aveyard that it will be, I was supposed to publish it the Sunday, but something happened with when I was trying to export it, the colors were all blown out for some reason. And then I'm also going to make a vlog about what a learning experience that was, because I had never done the interviews with my authors in person. I had always done it digitally. So I didn't take the good mics because I didn't think that I'd have access to a table, but I did. And so it had lav mics, and then I thought I was going to have. Anyway, it was technically it was a mess, but the interview itself was fantastic. She was so fun to talk with. I think she said some fantastic things. You guys are going to love it. And had I known the setting, I would have taken all of the books that I have from her so I could display them and make the background prettier than what it is right now, which is a blank wall. But forget that when you see the interview. Anyway, so I took this book with her. This is the third book of her latest series. She wrote The Red Queen, and then this book, the first one is called Realmbreaker, and this is the third one. And so I had all my other books signed by her because, again, I've been to the YALLFest before and she's been there before, and so I've gotten all my books signed from her except this last one because this one came out earlier this year. And since I was interviewing her, I went ahead and got it signed. And oh God, you guys are gonna love the interview, honestly. And then she agreed to come back to my podcast because next year she's gonna come out with she's a upper YA author, but she's gonna come out with her very first new adult book next year. So she promised to come back because we had very little time. We had about 30 minutes with her. I had about 45 minutes with her, but that included setting up and all that stuff. So the interview's about 30 minutes, and so it had to be a little rushed, but she agreed to come back for when she writes her adult novel. And she signed my book. It says, "To Stephanie, see you on the Nerd Tea," which again is my show. So I'm going to show it here, and I'm going to show it here, and it's so exciting. But yeah, so I got my book signed by her, and yeah, I'm gonna put it away. And I'll see what you guys commented in a second. But I'm very happy. Anyway, hold on. She's all the way up here, so give me 1 second. Okay, let's see what you guys have said. Nothing on TikTok because there's only 3 people. Hi, 3 people. Let's see what you guys have said over here. Wait, I don't remember where I left. Oh, The Witcher series is a great, yes, example of books turned TV show and games. Yes, exactly. I was just thinking The Witcher. I can't wait to read the books you're writing. When, if you publish it, thank you so much. I hope to. Yes, I hope. It's literally a dream. So I hope. Wait, hold on. Now I've lost my place again. Oh, what is your favorite ethical dilemma you have encountered in storytelling, which has left you feeling the most conflicted after it was resolved? Oh shit, that's a good question. I don't think I've ever been asked that before. In what way? Like conflicted ethical dilemma, like in something that I've written or something that I've read? If it's something that I've read, I think for me, part of the reasons that I am not attracted to dark romances, I can forgive a lot of things when it's fantasy because you're suspending reality for everything, right? But personally, when it's dark romance based in the real world, there are a lot of things that I don't love, that aspects of the things that they do, and then aspects of their relationships that I don't love that are presented, that are normalized or quickly forgotten. And let's be clear, that is the style of dark romance, right? That is my problem, not the book's problem, because that is literally what that genre is promising and it is delivering. But again, for me, unless it's fantasy and I'm able to like kind of bend my, like I'm able to suspend reality if if the love interest does something morally questionable, but it's fantasy, I can sort of go along with it. It's harder for me to suspend reality when it is based on the real world, and they're doing something so dark. So that's kind of for me things that I've read. I hope that answered your question, and I'm sorry if I misunderstood your question, but I think I answered it. But let me know. Oh, but you said what is your favorite ethical dilemma? Ooh, you know what is my favorite ethical dilemma for real? Like favorite one to like that authors tackle is the idea of the antihero. And I'm trying to think of an example right now, and I can't think of one off the top of my head, but the idea of does the ends justify the means? If somebody's trying to do good, but their methods are questionable, are they still doing good? I love that ethical dilemma. That is one of my favorite ethical dilemmas. That is one that I hope to write one day. I can't think of an example off the top of my head, but if you guys do, please let me know. But that is actually my favorite ethical dilemma that authors tackle. I hope that answered your question. I'm not sure if I'm answering any of this right, but yeah. This is an imaginary conversation. Person A, you have too many books. Person B, no, there just aren't enough shelves. I agree with that. I agree. IDK is just my computer, but no, it's me. My video quality is absolutely horrible, and I do have a good computer, and I'm using a webcam, and I don't understand what's happening. My Wi-Fi says is fantastic. I'm on TikTok, and TikTok is seeing me perfectly clear. I hope, right? TikTok, you guys have said that before. So I don't know what the heck is going on with YouTube. I had another live. I stopped the live. I restarted my Wi-Fi. I restarted YouTube. Got back on. Stopped using the webcam from the computer because I thought maybe that was the issue. Started using my good webcam that I use for my own podcast. Don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. So yeah. For me, it's the Matrix when he's discussing his choices with the architect of whatever to choose love of an individual or love of humanity as a whole. I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one. Where do you draw the line? I'm not sure where I draw the line, but I do know when I read it. That's a horrible answer. I'm not sure if I can tell you off the top of my head where my line is, but I know when I've read something that has crossed it, and that's usually happened again with like dark romance. And the worst part of it is that I have to finish the book because I'm like, oh god damn, I just need to know what happens. But the entire time I'm like, it's not for me. It's not for me. Love your videos. Unfortunately, I gotta get back to work. Hopefully I can watch the stream. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That means a lot. I wanted to ask, do you have a Blue Sky? A lot of people are moving there. I have heard of Blue Sky, and I feel like I need to switch. I opened my Threads, which is like the Instagram, like it's like the meta version of Twitter. And I do think I should get Blue Sky. I have not gotten it yet, but if I do get it, I'll add it to. I have a link tree in my bio with all of my socials, so I would add it there. But I haven't gotten one yet. Okay, I'm going to put these two books away, and they're going to be put together because they're actually in the same series. If you guys want really good fantasy, honestly, this, like Legendborn and Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn, solid fantasy. Very good. So, I, again, I've been to the YALLFest before, and Tracy Deonn has been there before, but Tracy Deonn's a very popular author. And I had never been able to get her. I hadn't been able to get her to sign my books, and so this one, I made sure that she signed my books, and she did. I'm gonna show you. Hold on. So she signed. So Legendborn is the first one in the series. If you guys, I can actually read the description of the book. Hold on, let me water, and then I can read the description of the book. Mm-hmm. So the book is. After her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape. until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies. A secret society of so-called legend-born students who hunt the creatures down. And a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts, and fails, to wipe Bree's memories of everything she saw. The mage's failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory with a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police reports, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legend-born as one of their initiates. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legend-born with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into the society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legend-born reveals himself as a descendant of King Arthur's knights and explains that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. So that's Legend-born. Very good. Very solid. And then Bloodmarked is the second one. And there is going to be a third one as well. But yeah, very good. Tracy Dion. So she signed my books. And I will show you. So she said, for Stephanie, be a legendary. So I'm going to show here. I'm going to show here. And then she signed Bloodmarked as well. And this one just says for Stephanie, but it has a heart. So how cute. Yay! So yeah, so very exciting. Let me put this away and then I'll see what you guys have said, but very good. And I own these already, so that's why I'm not marking it in my Goodreads as a book that I need to mark. Where were these actually? Were you here? Yes, you were here. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay. Let me see what you guys have said, and then I'll grab the next batch. I've never seen you before, but you seem really chill, and this stream has weirdly calmed me down from a strange mental health mini episode. Oh, keep up with the writing. First of all, okay, so first, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you joining and sticking around. I'm glad that it's helped you. Sorry that you were having an episode. I, as somebody who has my own mental health struggles, I understand. And I'm so glad, and hopefully this inspires you to pick up a book, any book that's around here, and I would just stab myself with my ring. And maybe that also that helps me sometimes when I'm having my own mental health struggles that maybe are flaring a little bit. Reading a good book that I can get lost in, it's very helpful for me. I'm not sure if it is helpful for you, but that is something that has worked for me. So maybe that will inspire you to pick up one of these books as well. And stick around how long you want, and welcome. I'm glad you're here. And thank you for saying good luck for the writing. It's a dream, so hopefully, hold on, I am lost. Is it often because of the violence or psychological that you draw the lines? Both a little bit, I think. I think both. And again, with fantasy, I can get away with suspending reality. I am more accepting of violence when it's fantasy, because I can kind of tell myself that it's people live in a different moral code. But when it's like, again, real world, it's a little bit more difficult. Romanticizing abuse, probably. Anything after that point seems to almost justified. Or the comments of people saying she wanted this. Yes, I think that's my issue with dark romance as well. It's that they are yes. Yes, that's what I think it is. And again, people who read this, it's not that that's what they want. So I'm not trying to shame anyone who loves dark romance at all. Dark romance has a place for. I mean, I like enemies to lovers. I can't speak very much, right? Like I have no, what is the expression? No leg to stand on, or so whatever it is. So no shame here, but it is something that I personally cannot, again, suspend reality for. So that's where I think that's where my line and I will read, like, I've tried them before and I have finished a book and I can recognize it's very well written. I can recognize the story was fast paced, that the characters were fun and enjoyable. I just, it's too much for me, if that makes sense. Mm-mm-mm. I'm currently reading the Sunbear Trials, and so far very good. Ooh, I didn't know the main character was trans, and I love how they introduced that. Awesome! I have not heard about that book, but thank you so much for that recommendation. I'll have to write that down. I love when you guys, and again, please, I have a Discord channel. Like the link is in my bio, and I have a section in Discord where I'm encouraging people to recommend books. So if you have books to recommend, please also join my Discord channel, write it there. That way people can share, it would be fantastic. Well, I'm writing a fantasy book. This sounds like something I'd be involved in. Fantasy is, I mean, that's where, again, that's my main love is fantasy. So, yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab the next batch of books and I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh my god. Guys, I thought I only had like 10 books left. I have way more than I thought. That's insane. That's insane. Anyway, wait, hold on. I think I'm. Oh, I can't watch Handmaid's Tale for that main reason. It just seems too over the top conceptually, and I find it entertaining. I actually, I didn't see past season 1. I read the book though, and I loved it. It was disturbing in a way that I thought was important, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't trying to justify or romanticize what was in the book. It was criticizing it and creating parallels with things that happen in real world. And so for me, it was uncomfortable, but it wasn't the same type of uncomfortable that I wouldn't read it. It was uncomfortable in the way that I knew was important to finish reading. And I actually really enjoy that story. But I totally understand why that would be like too much for people. The god is basically gods meet the modern world. Oh, I love that. I love things about gods. Mine's a dark fantasy novel. It's about an elf meeting revenge for the death of his family. I'm like I said, I'm a little bit more forgiving when it comes to fantasy, because again, it's like, oh yeah, elves, they have different moral code. I don't know, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would read it. If you're interested, the book is $8 to $12 online. I'm sure you may even find it cheaper. Ooh, yes, I am interested. I'm definitely interested. Yeah, please, again, join my Discord and put all those books there. I want so bad to start a little reader and writer community. So far, my poor Discord is so silent. So, please join it. Anyway, I'm gonna put this book away. This is a book that I also owned already. And I went to try to get Adam Silvera to sign it for me because I have other books of his signed, and unfortunately, so technically he did sign it for me once, but so it has my name, but it was my first time attending YALLFest, and there was another line that I needed to make at the same time, so my friends got it signed, and so I feel almost like I cheated because I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't go. So I went to try to get him to sign it, but I couldn't make his line again. So sorry, Adam Silvera. Wait, where the heck do you go, Adam Silvera? Oh, down here. Okay. Yes, so the link is in my bio. I can put it in the chat as well. Hold on. I can put it in the chat. Give me a second. But it is all in my bio. How do I find the link? Is the question. How do I find the link? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, wait, I think this is. Hold on, let me check. Yes, okay, so I think this is it. Hopefully this is it. Again, the link is in my bio in my link tree, but I think this is it. Genie give you any powers you want. What are you choosing? Ooh, if the genie can give me any powers. Okay, so if I'm obviously there's like selfless things that I would ask for, like how to fix inequality in the world and all that stuff. But if we're talking strictly selfish gifts, I would want to learn any language instantly. I would. I would want to be able to teleport because I hate commuting, and I'm always late because I always underestimate the traffic. So teleporting. And then the last one. Maybe. I don't know about the last one. I'll think about the last one. Okay, I'm going to put books away. So these I do have to mark. So I'm going to sit down on my stool for a second. I remember when you went live when the book. Oh yeah, when the bookcase first. Oh my god, that was such a long time ago. That was so much fun. That's such a long time ago. I love that you're still here. I love that. Okay, so give me 1 second. So I got all these books as arcs. I think all these books are arcs. Let me see. Yeah, so these were all arcs that I was given for free at the YALLFest. So ARC is, for those of you who don't know, ARC stands for Advanced Reader Copy. It means that the book has not come out yet, and I am able to read it beforehand. And usually they hope that, obviously, when you have an ARC, then you will go and review it and start reviewing it and stuff to build hype for it. So I got all of these, and I'm so excited. So let me mark them in my Goodreads, and then we will discuss it further. So give me 1 moment. Talk amongst yourself. I'm going to give you a prompt so that way you guys can. Okay, I want to know. I want to know, what was your gateway book? What was that book that you guys read that first got you into reading? So let me know. So this goes in my ARC folder, and this goes in my own. So for those of you who don't know what I'm doing, I have a Goodreads where I obviously mark the books that I have, and I like to mark the books that I own and say whether they're paperback or hardcover, because then I won't make the mistake of like buying them again, or if it's a series, I know which books I have or don't have, and I know if it's hardcover or paperback. So that way I can stay a little bit more organized. So I am just marking it because I don't want to put it away in my bookshelf and then forget, and then I don't realize that I have it. I also have another folder that is arcs that I've been giving. So I'm also basically organizing myself in that way. Arcs and freebies. And I own this copy in not paperback, hard copy. And I'll talk about them in a moment. Like, I'll actually describe which books I'm putting away. I just want to first put them here, and then I will we can discuss them together, and I can even read what the book is about. and we can do that together. But I just want to first put them here just so I don't have to stop every 5 seconds to do it. And I'm just going to do it real quick. Like all of the books that I just pulled from this batch. And then, yeah. And again, it's so exciting because these are all arcs, and how I love arcs. I love discovering authors this way. Like I love discovering like authors by having their arcs, and I don't know, it feels very special. And yeah. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the arcs have different covers, which is really exciting. So yeah, I promise I'll talk about this all in a second again. I just want to make sure that this is paperback. This next one is called. But yeah, so my question for you guys while I'm doing this is what was your gateway book? And let's see, maybe I can ask another one. It's dear God, I'm sorry. I think it's because I've been speaking too much. The other one is, what is the next book that you're like waiting for? Like a book that you know is gonna come out and you're like waiting for that. You cannot wait. And you're so excited for it to come out. So let me know those two things. So what was your gateway book, and what is a book that you are so excited to? Oh, this one has a giveaway that you can enter on Goodreads. I'll say it now, and we'll talk more about it in a moment. But I Am Not Jessica Chen by Anne Liang has a giveaway for the next 3 days to possibly win a copy. So if you want to go to Goodreads, look up the book, and you can enter the giveaway. Okay, and the last one, and then I'll discuss these all again. And again, these are all arcs, so I have no idea what they're about. I don't know. I don't even know what genre. Like, I don't know anything. I do know that they are young adults, so YA, because they came from the YALLFest, and YALLFest is young adult. So that is the only thing that I know about these books. But I don't know if they're fantasy, contemporary. I don't know anything about them at all. Okay, we're done with that. Let me drink some water, and then we will do that. If I put the glasses on the top of my head, I won't be able to see because I have really, really bad eyesight. Master any skill in an instant would be mine. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? That would also be mine as well. That way I would learn how to sing and dance and all that stuff. That was the Hunger Games and Amira and the Night Brothers. Oh yeah. Oh, mine was, yes, the Hunger Games is a great one. Mine was Harry Potter. You should send your bookcase into bookcase into. I don't know what that is. It was actually a movie. I watched Aragon and then read the books and loved it, but what really stuck with me was Percy Jackson. Yes, those are really good as well. Danielle Green. For me, it wasn't necessarily one book growing up. My school told my mom I'd never read or write. My next door neighbor, Jane, said that's BS and told my mom she'd teach me. That is BS. The heck is that? That's horrible. Every day after school, I'd go to her house, where she taught me. I'm so glad. As soon as it clicked, I never stopped reading. I'm so glad for your neighbor. That is a horrible thing to say to a child. Dr. Seuss and Ronald Dahl, yes, waiting for the book I'm currently writing. I love that. You know what? That's gonna be my answer to you. I'm waiting to read the book that I'm currently writing. I like that answer. Only on book 3 of Stormlight Archives, and I know Wind and Truth coming out soon. So but I'm nowhere near finished. But at least you're excited for it. Tears of the Wolf by Elizabeth. I love that. Gateway book, as in a book that sorry, yes, it's a book that got you guys into reading. I don't know why I called that a gateway book, but yeah. I'd probably say The Outsiders, still a favorite, yes. Or Stone Fox, book I'm waiting. I'm actually not sure out of reading practice right now. I totally get that. Sometimes I read more and sometimes I read less. So I totally understand that. I also have a book club, so maybe that helps. But I get that. And the reason I asked that question is because, like I said earlier, hold on, let me erase you guys over here. Okay. The reason I asked is because, again, I went to the YALLFest, and for once I got a press badge, and I didn't know what that meant for me. Except apparently it means that you get ARCs. ARCs are advanced reader copy, means that books that have not technically come out yet, but there is a certain limited amount of copies that are given out beforehand in the hopes that they get reviewed and talked about, and it has hype for the book. Stephanie, do you read science books? I don't read a lot of science unless it's like science fiction. I'm more of like a fiction person, less of like real life, unfortunately. But I mean, science is really cool. I am a journalist and I do write a lot about science, so okay, well, yeah. Well, you know. All right, so we're gonna read about these. Please keep chatting, please keep writing, and I will talk about these books, and then I'll see where you guys know. I'll like talk about the books, and then we'll see what you guys are saying. So the first book in the arcs that I go, and again, I don't know any of these authors. I don't know any of these books. They were given to me. And I'm really excited. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is Death of the Author, a novel by a name that I'm about to butcher, and I apologize in advance. Nedi Okorafor. I'll display, give me 1 second. So I'm displaying here Death of the Author, Nedi Okorafor. That's the author. So let's see what this book is going to be about. Let's see. Okay. About Death of the Author. Disabled, disinclined to marry, and more interested in writing than a lucrative career in medicine or law, Selu has always felt like the outcast of her large Nigerian family. Then her life is upended at her sister's lavish Caribbean wedding when she's unceremoniously fired from her university job, and, to add insult to injury, her most recent book is rejected by yet another publisher. With her career and dreams crushed in one fell swoop, she decides to write something just for herself. What comes out is nothing like the quiet library novels that have. Oh, sorry. What comes out is nothing like the quiet literary novels that have peppered her unremarkable career. It's a far future epic where androids and AI wage war in the grown over ruins of human civilization. She calls it Rusted Robots. When Selu finds the courage to share her strange story, she does not realize she's about to embark on a life-altering journey, one that will catapult her into literary stardom, but also perhaps obliterate everything her book was meant to be. From Chicago to Lagos to the far reaches of space, Selu's novel will change the future not only for humanity, but for the robots who come next. A book within a book that blurs the lines between writing and being a writer, and being written. Death of the Author is a masterpiece of metafiction that manages to combine the razor-sharp commentary of YALLFest with the heartfelt humanity of tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Surprisingly funny, deeply poignant, and endlessly discussable, this is at once the tale of a woman on the margins risking everything to be heard, and a testament to the power of storytelling to shape the world as we know it. Sorry that my reading sucked. I'm really thirsty, but this sounds really fun. I love that. I love when books get meta like that, when like a writer is a writer. That sounds amazing. Hold on. That sounds really fun. Yeah, that sounds like a really. Oh my god, and I love that. Look, so oh my gosh, I just noticed. Okay, so death of the author, and then the back is the book that the character is writing about, which is Rusted Robots. How cool! Okay, this sounds really fun. This sounds really fun. I can't wait to read this one. This sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, Stephanie, you're so real. Thank you. Why? Because I can't read properly. I love that. Okay, this is gonna be great. Okay, let me put this away, and then I'll see what you guys are saying. How cool! I love arcs. I feel so. I'm so excited. This was my very first event that I went to as like a influencer content creator, and I had been trying to go to other events as a content creator for books. Then I keep getting rejected, so this was the first one, and then I got all these arcs, and so yeah, so I'm very excited. Anyway, I'm gonna put this away. Let me see. This starts with an O. Where is my K? L M and oh, this is my first book with an O. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna just put it here then with actually A K. Hold on. I'm gonna put it here with the N's because this one has P and R and like so yeah. So I'm gonna put it here with the N's. I'll put it all over here. All right. Yeah, that's where it's gonna go. Cool. Okay. Let's see what you guys have. That's unique. It's two top. Yeah, isn't that so cool? That's so cool. I can't wait to read that. Okay, let me see. They said it came. Wait. Oh, special education. So they gave up. I'm so glad that somebody didn't give up for you, and I'm so glad that you are now a reader. No, you know what? Even if you read really slowly, reading is reading. Reading does not need to be a speed thing. You know, reading is for your enjoyment. So if you take one day to read it or a year, like it's up to you. Get Audible. All the flashbacks made me mad, and I didn't care about the Shallan arc that much. Oh, sorry. We're talking about different books. Yes, Audible's good. World of Radiance is a lot of fun throughout. The finale is crazy as well. Can't stop reading. I don't know that one. I want to read that one. If you could take one of your good character qualities and exchange it for a psychological dark side power, mind reading, force, emotional motivation, memory erasure, would you do it? Why or why not? You can use the power for good, but you won't have that good quality of character you had prior. I mean, I always think it's fun to give your character that like edge where you can kind of see where they would kind of go towards something that they shouldn't. I always think that makes it so much more interesting and to have like a good character grapple with something like that. So yeah, I'm not sure which one though. I think all of them would be fun to explore. Like a character who's trying to do good but has a power that is inherently can turn bad. I think that's a fun concept of, like with any of those things. Do you have a character you would want to marry in real life? Every girl I met him. Yes. Yes. Yes, I would. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Yes, I would. I would for sure marry Law from One Piece. Nice. Yes, I have. I mean, I have so much. I think every shadow daddy that I've ever read about, I would want to be with. Every shadow daddy, really. Zayn from Fourth Wing, fucking fudging. Sorry. I've been talking about her all night, so I'm gonna say it again. But the the male character in Carissa Broadbent's book, Serpent of the Wings of Night. That guy, he flies. I can't. Like he like yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anyway. Oh, Darcy. Darcy. Oh, come on. The OG, like the OG Darcy. If you could read one book series for the first time again, ooh. I mean, I always have a special place in my heart for Harry Potter because they were my gateway books. They're the reason that I started reading, and so I feel like to experience that magical sensation again would be really fun, you know? It'd be really fun to do that. YouTube got Stephanie stretching. I know, I'm like, because okay, so here's what's happening. So TikTok is here. My computer is down there where all the comments are, but then I have my webcam for YouTube that is up here. So I'm like, like, it's crazy. Hey, Jonah, what's up? I'm trying to see if I can make it to some fun events next year in LA. I don't know, like a Comic-Con or something. I'm trying to see, so I'll let you know. Okay, so all right, so the next book that I'm gonna put away is I did say mine. I said mine. Okay, the next book that I'm gonna put away is this next arc. Again, this next advanced reader copy that I got. It's called I Am Not Jessica Chen. Oh, this one is the one that I was telling you that in Goodreads they're doing a giveaway, so you could win like a free copy. So I'm Not Jessica Chen by Anne Liang. So let's see what it's about. Nope, it's way back here. Okay. Some books have it in the front, some books have it in the back. I don't know. Anyway, so okay. A page-turning, spectacular YA novel from New York Times bestselling author and book talk sensation Anne Liang. Jenna Chen has spent her life in the shadows of her flawless cousin. Jessica Chen is so smart she gets a top score in every test. Jessica Chen is so beautiful. People... Oh, wait, hold on. Jenna Chen... So, let me start over. I feel like I wasn't doing this justice. Hold on. Okay. Jenna Chen has spent her life in the shadows of her flawless cousin. Jessica Chen is so smart she gets a top score in every test. Jessica Chen is so beautiful people stop in the hallways to stare at her. Jessica Chen is so perfect she got into Harvard. And Jenna Chen will only ever be a disappointment. So, when Jenna makes a desperate wish to become her cousin, the last thing she expects is for it to come true. Literally. All of a sudden, she gets to live the life she's always dreamed of. But being the model student at Cutthroat Havenwood Academy isn't quite what she'd imagined. Worse, people seem to be forgetting that someone named Jenna Chen ever existed. But isn't it worth trading it all away? Her artistic talent, her childhood home, even the hope of Golden Boy, Aaron Kai loving her back to be Jessica Chen? Yay! Okay, so we got a classic. This sounds like a classic coming of age type story. And yes, love that. And I love a body switch moment. Give me that. Yeah, so oh, you heard about this book. I love that. Yeah, I haven't heard about it, so I'm very excited to hear it. Or to read it. How come you have been posting so many IG pics of you and your man lately? Because we've been traveling and we take really cute pictures together. Yeah. Yes, like a very Freaky Friday moment. Okay, so this was I'm Not Jessica Chen by Anne Liang, and again in Goodreads they're doing a giveaway. I just saw. And yeah, this sounds like a really fun book. So I'm going to put this away. Anne Liang. So where are my L's? Ibanez. Oh, over here. Hold on. Oh, I have another book by Anne Liang as well. Wait, hold on. You go here, and you go here. Okay. All right. But thank you for noticing my Instagram, by the way. I've been posting. I traveled a lot, so I did post a lot of pictures in general of my travels, and I'm always really bad about posting for my travels, and so yeah, so you'll see pictures of my travels even way after I'm back. In fact, I still have to post pictures of trips that I took a year, 2 years, 3 years ago. Um, but yeah. So I've been posting a lot of pictures of my travels because I'm trying to be better at posting. I meant to post a bunch of pictures today again in my story and I forgot. So yep. But yeah. Man, I didn't even know about your IG because I really don't go on there or Facebook. Oh, well, I mean, it's okay. I have TikTok, I have IG, I have YouTube, and I try to do something a little different in each place. I mean, my reels are all the same, but you know, sometimes like IG has stories and stuff like that, so it allows for that. And um, YouTube, I post longer videos. So yeah, so I try to do like different things as well. Okay, so the next book that I'm going to put away is again another arc. It's Soul of Shadow by Emma Noges. So let's see what it's about. This is on sale. Oh, so this is even more interesting. This is uncorrected bound manuscripts. Final cover is to be revealed. This isn't even the final cover. Ah, how fun. It's going to be on sale in spring of 2025. So let's see what it's about. Okay. Embark on a Norse mythology inspired romantasy where the Vampire Diaries meets the Atlas Six meets Stranger Things. So let's see what it's about. Charlie Hudson just wants to get through junior year. Since the death of her twin sister 2 years before, she has drifted through life, robbed of the spark that once burned so brightly within her, until the day her first classmate goes missing. Drawn to the disappearances by forces she can't explain, Charlie soon finds herself investigating the mysterious, alluring newcomer in town, Elias Everhart. She knows Elias is hiding something, but what she doesn't know is that those secrets will lead her to a place she never imagined. A world hiding in plain sight, made of magic, gods, and monsters. And a first love fated to fall apart. So that's Soul of Shadow by Emma Noyes. How cool, how exciting. I love that. It does sound like a cross between like Vampire Diaries and all that stuff. So which I love. I just seen the book events you go to on here. Yeah, I mean, I try to like those reels and stuff. I do post them everywhere, so you're not missing out if you only follow me in one place. It just like the little extra stuff, like on Instagram, I post like on my stories, like maybe like some vacations that I go to and stuff like that. And then on YouTube, I have my interviews and with the authors and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah. So that was that book. That sounds awesome. I can't wait for that to be out. Yeah. So this comes out in the spring of 2025. Okay. So Nojes. Where did I put my N's? Ah, crapola. Here where I put my O's, where I couldn't find. Okay, so hold on. My O's are just gonna have to be down with my P's so that my N's can go with my M's. Okay, we're gonna put that here. Cool. Next book. I feel like I'm losing people. Sorry. I promise I'll go faster after this, but yeah. Okay, the next arc that we're gonna talk about that I got is Beneath These Cursed Stars by Lexi Ryan. Let's see what it's about. Ooh. Okay. Princess Jocelyn has a secret. Armed with an enchanted ring that gives her death's kiss, Jas has been sneaking away from the palace at night to assassinate her enemies. Shapeshifter Felicity needs a miracle. Fated to kill her magical father, she's been using her unique ability to evade a fatal prophecy. Rumors of evil King Mordius resurrection spreads through the Shadow Court, Jocelyn decides to end him once and for all. Felicity agrees to take the form of the princess, allowing Jas to covertly hunt Mordius, and starting Felicity on the path that could finally take her home. While Jocelyn teams up with a charming and handsome Kendrick, Felicity sets out to get closer to the wild Fae King, Misha. Kendrick helps Jocelyn feel something other than anger for the first time in 3 years, and Misha makes Felicity wish for a world where she's free to be her true self. Soon, the girls' missions are at risk right alongside their hearts. The future of the human and Fae realms hangs in the balance as fates intertwine. Between perilous tasks, grim secrets, and forbidden romances, Jocelyn and Felicity find that perhaps their stars are the most cursed of all. That sounds epic. I love when there's like dual stories like that. That sounds really cool. Props for your bravery for lives and posting. Thank you. I know it takes a while. The first times I went live, it was terrifying. The people who don't stay are missing out. I agree. Thank you for staying. I heard the word assassin in court, and I'm hooked. I agree. This sounds really good. I mean, clearly it's a high fantasy, and it has 2 main characters, and I think these are them. Oh shoot. So I'm gonna show YouTube and then TikTok. So I think this is one of the couples, and then this is the other one down here. So again, this is one of the couples, and then you see the other one. You look pretty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's put this away. Where are my R's? R's are down here. In this mess that I have in this shelf. The shelf is a mess. That will soon need to be fixed, but today's not that day. Because I'm tired and we still have a bunch of books to get through. Okay. So the next book that we're talking about, the next arc, is called Sunlight by Moira Buffini. Sunlight by Moira Buffini. Sunlight by Moira Buffini. So, yes, Duolingo, I will do my thing. I still have time. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I work tomorrow. Anyway. Okay. Were 2 songs joined, and there's a word for that. A harmony. Elsa is used to hiding the most important parts of herself. Her feelings for Rai, her distaste for the dictatorship she lives in, and most crucially, her gift of songlight. A kind of telepathy. She buries that secret deep inside because in Brightland, those with songlight are called unhumans and are abhorred. Abhorred? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Rai is the only other person Elsa has known with sunlight, and their shared bond has brought them together. Elsa's world, along with her secrets, begins to fall apart one desperate, heart-wrenching day. She doesn't know where to turn until a girl appears before her in sunlight. Nightingale, Elsa's new friend, lives in a city hundreds of miles away. While they cannot meet in person, when they share their sunlight, they begin to realize that they have power, a power that may be able to change the way they live. And together, Elsa and Nightingale will be thrust into the middle of a war that threatens their very existence. Star-crossed lovers, heartbreaking romance, and a brutally unforgiving world makes this first book in a trilogy utterly unforgivable. Unforgettable, not unforgivable. Unforgettable. Okay. This is amazing. Okay, so we have star-crossed lovers, we have war, we have corruption, we have magic. That sounds really cool. Sunlight by Moira Buffini. That sounds really cool. Hold on. I'm drawing while I'm here. That's why I'm not talking. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for being here. And I love that you're drawing. I wish I could draw. Oh no, the Duolingo bird. The Duolingo bird is literally so toxic, I swear. This book sounds so much fun. What do we think? What do we guys think about this book? This one, it sounds a lot of fun for me. I think it's so interesting, and how it's using like music. I love that. So, or like birds or something. I don't know what it's used. I think it's really, really, really like unique. This is the good one to read. Moira Buffini. Where are my bees? All the way up there. Hold on. So yeah, again, Sunlight, Moira Buffini. Sunlight, Moira Buffini. We're going to put this away. Hold on. Okay. All right. Sounds great. Can't wait. I want to read that. Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad that I'm influencing. Okay. 2 more books for the arcs, and I think that's it for arcs. So I think these might be the last books that I read the description of, and then because I have some books that I need to put away. Because I'm getting kind of tired. I've been out here for 3 hours. Oh my god. Okay. The next one that we're going to talk about is The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. So we got The Rose Bargain, Sasha Payton Smith. The Rose Garden, Sasha Payton Smith. Let's see what this is about. Hold on. Oh, okay. No, wait. Hold on. What are you about, my love? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that was it. Okay. Every citizen of England is granted 1 bargain from their immortal Fae Queen. But Ivy Benson's debut season arrives with a shocking twist. A competition to secure the heart of the Queen's Fae son, Prince Bran. It's a price that could save Ivy's family from ruin and free her sister from the bargain that destroyed her. Yet every glittering Fae deal has a rotten heart. And at the center of this contest is a dark plot that could destroy everything Ivy knows. I love when authors take the how Fae twist everything and put that in their books. I love that. This sounds amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this one. The Rose Bargain by Sasha Payton Smith. What's your longest stream? Probably this one. This sounds amazing. Let me know if you agree. It comes out February 25th. I might make it my book club pick in March once it's already out so that we can all read it together. Somebody remind me that this might be my March one. This is a good one. Smith, where are my S's? Why don't I know my own bookshelf? Where are my S's? Oh, down here. Oh my god, I don't have room! Oh wait, I found room. Okay. I keep hearing these descriptions and I wish I got these early. I know, well, the good thing is you can mark them in your Goodreads to remember. And what I did take a picture of all of the arcs. I'll put that in my Discord. I put it in my Instagram story, but it's probably already gone. Actually, I know it's already gone. And I did also in my vlog, in my long one in YouTube, I did put it at the end, but I'll take that picture and I'll put it in my Discord so that we can have the picture of all of these arcs as well, so that you guys can find them again. Okay. The last but not least, this is very exciting. One of the events that I got invited to for YALLFest was a private meet and greet with none other than V.E. Schwab, because she is releasing a book, and this is the arc. And the cover is different than her actual cover. And she signed my book and she took pictures and she just hung around and chatted with everyone. And how cool is that? Okay, so I'm going to read the description of this book. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's called Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, by V.E. Schwab. Oh, wait. Oh, it's in the back. Okay. Santo Domingo de la Calzada, 1532. London, 1837. Boston, 2019. 3 young women, their bodies planted in the same soil, their stories tangling like roots. One grows high, and one grows deep, and one grows wild. And all of them grow teeth. What? What are you about? What? Okay. I'm so excited. I don't even know what this is really about, but I'm excited because that was so intriguing. Like, what? That was cool. Um, uh, Very cool. Thank you. I'm currently drawing for Secret Santa art exchange I signed up for. The person I was assigned to said in their note they like cartoon characters with wings, and at the end they include a poem about, oh my god, that's so cute, about strawberries. So I'm drawing a cupid like angel, but instead of hearts, it's fruit. I love that. How talented! I love that. Anyway, also, how cool! I'm so excited. This is amazing. I can't wait to read this one. Where's my Schwabs? Where are my S's? QRS down here. Oh my god, I have no room in my S's! Crap! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, no, no! Push back. Push back. Okay. I made room. Don't worry, guys. I made room. Strawberry supremacy. Alright, I'm gonna get the next batch, and this is gonna go back quicker because I'm not gonna read the description because these were arcs, that's why I read the description of them. The rest we're just gonna put away. Because again, I've been here for over 3 hours and I'm tired. And I would do another live, but I just want to put the books away. So anyway. Okay, I think it's gonna be 2 more batches and then we're done. Okay, where's the rest of the series for this? I'm gonna put you down because there's a series. So these are books that I took to YALLFest to try to get signed. I'm looking at them now and I failed. I failed in every single way. And I will say that in a minute. So the first one I got is Alex Astor's third book, Skyshade. I have her other signed, but this one I got an email because it was pre-ordered because it came out the same week as the YALLFest, and it told me that it was gonna get here Saturday of that week, but that at that time I was already gonna be at the YALLFest, so I didn't sign up to her line because she has a long line, so hers is a free ticketed event, and I didn't sign up for it, and then it got there beforehand, and by the time I looked, it was sold. It was like gone. So I didn't get this book signed by her at the YALLFest. So let me put it away. Woo! Wait, hold on. I don't think I ever marked this one in my Goodreads, so give me a second. Mm-hmm. Yep. I know I didn't mark it. So I own this one in hard cover. Okay, hold on. Now let me put it away, and then I'll see what you guys have written. I have no room here either. What the hell? What is happening? Oh, my bad. Okay, so that was that. Hello. People are joining over here. Stars are so cute. Life would be happy with only a little more of them. I agree. More shelf. I need them. Like I want to put the ones above my windows and stuff, but I don't know a handyman. Well, this is technically part 2 because it was blurry, and so I finished part 1 and I hopped on part 2 in the hopes that it would not be blurry, but it's still blurry. I love fruit. They're my favorite. Oh my god, did I ever put my fucking groceries away? No, yes, I did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh my god, they're in my car. Oh my god, there's no, wait, no. I have milk. Crap. Okay. Oh my god. What else did I have? Oh my god, I had fruit. Ah, crap. Eggs? No, I didn't buy eggs. Ah, okay, I'm gonna finish this, and I'm gonna go get my groceries that have been there for at least 3 hours, if not more. If not more. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to pick up something from Target. I pre-ordered it and I was supposed to pick it up. I'm a mess. I'll do that tomorrow. No, not the groceries. The groceries I'll do today. That meant the Target thing. Ah, crap. Anyway, moving on. After that fail. Moving on after that fail. I cannot believe I did that. That was, oh no. Anyway, hopefully it is kind of cold outside, so I'm hoping that they're okay. I feel like you have ADHD. Okay, so here's the thing. It's really funny that you bring that up. I have anxiety and like high functioning anxiety and depression, and I have a lot of friends with ADHD, and I am told constantly by said friends who have ADHD that I exhibit behaviors closely related to their behaviors of people that have ADHD. I don't know what to do with this information. It is something that I have been told by several people that don't even know each other. I have been told this for years. So I'm not sure. Anyway, hopefully it's cold outside. Yes, I already read that. It's kind of cold. At least some of them. Yeah. Cars become freezers. Yes, I'm hoping that my car is freezing. It's okay. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Congratulations, you're human. Thank you. I've never left my grocery behind. That is crazy. Anyway, the next books that I'm putting away are the Uglies series. You know that the movie came out, and so Scott Westerfeld was there. And I've had these books since I was in like middle school or whatever. And I was dying to get him to sign it, but that was at the exact same time that he was signing books. It was the exact same time that I had my interview scheduled with Victoria Aveyard, and so I didn't get to go and have my book signed, and I'm so upset. And I brought all 4 of them, and I didn't get them signed, so I'm kind of sad. Anyway, they're down here. So let me put them away. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm saying that because I have it and I do it too. Oh my god. I'm autistic. When I wanted to get assessed to see if I'm autistic or ADHD, I talked to my therapist doctor and got set up for an assessment. Yeah, I feel like I should get set up for an assessment. I think for several years there, I was more focused on my anxiety because that's what was causing me the most hardship in my life at the time. And so I think I don't think I was kind of looked at for anything else, but we shall see. Anyway, the next book is the next series that I'm gonna put away. Again, it's a series that I already owned. It's oh my god, Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rush, and she was there because she just released another book that I do not own. Something like Kismet, something like that. But I've had these books for years. But again, same thing as Scott Westerfeld. Oh no. No. I don't remember why I couldn't get her book signed. I don't know why I didn't make it to her line, but I was also very upset that I didn't make it. But yeah. Wait, where are you? Where do you belong? You belong here. No, wait. Where are you? LMNOP QR. Wait, hold on. Oh, you are here. Okay. Move over, books. Oh, no, you're not here. How do you fit? What the hell? You are here, and I know that you were in there, so why can you no longer fit? Okay, we're just gonna put it here for now, because I don't know why they no longer fit. Hold on. I clipped my car by mistake as clumsy characters in real life. It's great. Something else is autistic people tend to have trouble making friends. I relate to not having many friends in school. You mentioned I did. Yes, that is true. I was extremely bad at I'm pretty sure that I taught. What are you doing here? you here? Where do you belong? Oh, here. Anyway, I think that I taught myself how to be better with people by observing what they did and mimicking them. And there was a lot of mistakes that had a lot of awkward interactions because I tried to mimic, and then I got better at it. Fun stuff. Let me bring in my last batch, or I think, well, there's 2 books in there that are kind of heavy, so it might be a batch and a half. So we can get this done, so I can get my groceries. I knew I had other V.E. Schwab books. I knew it wasn't crazy. Like, where did they go? I found them. So we have this series by V.E. Schwab. She did not, unfortunately, sign them for me because I didn't have them with me when I went to her meet and greet, which was a mistake. But it's... Oh, hello, bookmark. It is a darker shade of magic and her entire series. So we're going to put that away as well. Where did I put Schwab? Schwabby, my love, where are you? Over there. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. The only thing I know from my brief time in therapy is that I have a lot of anxiety, forget which types I think. Oh yeah, general and social for me. And catastrophic. That's the most autistic thing ever, not gonna lie. Fun fact, the teachers when I was a kid actually did think that I might be, but I was in Venezuela at the time and it was never checked, and then nothing ever came of it, so who knows. Hi. Okay, so I put those books away. What am I doing? Oh, no, more Schwab. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. So she did sign this book. Oh, no, wait, she did sign the Darker Shade of Magic, and she signed this one as well. And she was really happy with it because she loves this edition. It's like a special edition. She did say they were annoying to sign individually back in the day, but she signed them for me again and personalized. And she loved it. And it's cute. It's all in my vlog that I wrote about the event. The other book that I have here is Alexandra Bracken's The Darkest Mind. It is a series that I don't have the whole series. Oh, a major motion picture. Oh, yes, I knew that. Anyway, I don't have the rest of the series for whatever reason. This has been in my TBR for ages, and I saw the opportunity to buy it because I was getting my other book by her signed, and so I was like, this is my opportunity. I've been wanting to read this, so I went for it. I appreciate how you always spend so much time in your lives. Thank you. I try. That's probably why I don't go live as much as I could. It's because I know that I wanted to be involved, and for some reason I can't wrap it around my head that I could always sign in for like a short time, say hi, and then hop off. I don't know. That's also why I made the Discord so that I could say hi more often. But yes, okay, so that is Alexandra Bracken, and you go all the way up here. Hold on. Where's my water? Get this out. Hold on. All right. Give me a moment. Wait, what the hell? Oh, yes, here. Okay. And then let me grab these other two. The last 2 books. Okay, the last 2 books are the second and the third one for Divergent by Veronica Roth. The first time that I went to the YALLFest, Veronica Roth was going to be there. For whatever reason, I don't know what I read or heard, but that she was only going to sign 1 book, so I only took Divergent. And then I saw other people that had brought all their books, and they were getting them signed. And now I learned, if an author says that, or like if an event says that they only will sign 3, take all of them anyway. And if they're really strict, then only have them sign 3. Like, have it in the back of your head which 1 or which 3 they're going to sign. But take them with you, just in case something happens and they're willing to sign more books that day. I didn't take these 2 that time that I took Divergent, so I only got Divergent signed. And then I saw that she was going to be there again, and she hadn't been since the first time that I went. And And so I was going to get these signed, except that her signing was at the same time that I had my interview with Victoria Aveyard again, and so I did not get them signed. So they just traveled with me, along with all those other books that you just saw me put away. They just traveled. They just came with me for decoration. Where do you go? You go here. All good. We're good. All right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna put you here. All right. Oh wait, I can put the thing again there. Well, yeah. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. And I think that's it. Oh my god, I'm gonna bring you guys down for a second so that we can say bye properly. And I'm gonna bring you guys down for a second so we can say bye properly. Oh. Well, guys, I have been on here for over 3 hours. I'm tired. I'm tired. My throat is dry, and I left my groceries in the car. And we may have just discovered that I have more. Oh no, I'm putting that in my car, in my room. Yes, I'm putting that in my room. Okay. Anyway, so that was it. That I put all these books away. I hope that you guys enjoyed this chaos. Thank you for sticking with me for 3 hours if you did. Oh my god, I need chopstick. Anyway, I will one day do a book tour, but after this live, I'm debating of whether I should just record that book tour by myself or maybe break it into like parts, like break it into like alphabet, like authors whose last name ends with A, and then that's one live / one video or something like that. Because if not, then like if that was only like 25 books, I can't imagine doing a whole library tour. I'll be here all day, so that can't happen. I need to set up for work. Oh no, I'm working from home tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, so I'm gonna read what you guys have said, and then I'm gonna go afterward, and yeah, and and I have a whole goodbye spiel that I give. But let me first read what you guys have said. I'd recommend getting assessed. Getting an official diagnosis definitely helped in my life. Yes, my anxiety, like I said, has always taken over most of my stuff. So I think that the focus was getting diagnosed with that, and I did, and that helped me a lot. And I am in constant therapy. I'm gonna bring that up to my therapist. I have my appointment like next week, so I might bring it up to her and be like, I just had a whole live of people being like, you might be a little bit more neurospicy than you thought. We'll see you in the Discord. Yes, thank you so much. And yes, please join my Discord. The link is in my bio. I have a link tree and it's there. And I'm trying to build a community. And I have people that are amazing and chat with me, but it's still very small. And so there's not a lot of chatter, but I'm hoping to change that. So please join it. We call each other the Stefanerds. Because I have a show called The Nerdsy, so we're the Stefanerds. One day we'll have merch. Let me know if you actually want merch. I don't know if you actually want merch, but let me know if you do. I heard that some other person in the chat that you want to write a book. Yes. If so, are you working on the first draft like I am? I have a good 92,000 words. Oh my god, done on mine. Yes. Oh my god. First of all, congratulations. That is amazing. Yes, I'm working on mine. So all of last year and the year before that, I was working on actually. I lied. Starting from like 2020, I started a book series that I had in my head for years. That I had not. That there was always something missing with it, so I hadn't started it. So I started it in 2020, and I started writing it. But then I killed that draft because it was third person, and for some reason I was like, this shouldn't be third person. So I started it again first person. Started writing that, realized that the world building was more extensive than I thought. So paused there and started world building. Finally started world building, and then now finished my first draft and was going to start my second draft until I realized that there were several things that I wanted to change. But I got overwhelmed. So I'm now writing a first draft of another book that I've also had in my head for years. And I think I am less overwhelmed with this one because despite the fact that there is still a lot of world building, which is my favorite thing to do, I didn't realize how political the other one was going to get. And I got in over my head because I meant to write a romance story that had fantasy politics, and instead of what the other one ended up being having a lot more politics. So I was like, I need to pause for this one. This one needs a lot more work. But this one that I'm writing has corruption and the things and magical corruptions, which are all the things that I love. But there's the romance so far is still front and center, so I am less overwhelmed with that one. So I'm writing the first draft in that one. But yeah, so fun, right? I love it. If you get the chance to have her sign the same book twice, the Divergent one, that'd be funny. Love it, having so much fun. I'm so glad that you guys had fun in this live, this chaotic life. I hope you have a good night. I'll try to keep active in the Discord. Thank you for a cozy night. Thank you for joining my cozy night and for wanting to join my Discord. Yes, merch. Ooh, yay! If you guys wouldn't mind merch, that's amazing. All right, so I have been on for, oh my god, I've been over for like 3.5 hours. I hope you enjoyed me putting away my books. I had a lot of books to put away, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are inspired to read some books, and especially the arcs that haven't come out yet. I will put the picture in the Discord so that you guys can check those out and remember them. And yeah, so everything you need to know, all my socials, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all of those, Discord, they're all in the link in my bio, where you could also see all my skits, all my fun videos. And then on YouTube, I also have my interviews with the authors. You can watch them in video or you can listen to them in podcast form. I am going to also have it on Spotify and Apple. I haven't decided if I want to just put them all the episodes that I have done so far in one or spread them out. I'm going to have a poll about that in my Discord, possibly my Instagram. So if you guys want to join, so you can answer that question for me. I would ask it now, but again, I'm tired. So, you joined the Discord. Yay, thank you. Welcome. I'll say hi to you in one moment. So that is it. Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed yourself, and I will try to go live again later on this week, likely after Thanksgiving if you guys are in the US. And I also posted a video today that is a little different than things that I usually do, and I love when I do that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys watch it and enjoy it. Anyway, I'm gonna go now because again, I left all my groceries for the past like 4-5 hours in my car. And that's no good. No bueno. Anyway, goodbye over here, my TikTok lovelies. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. And then over here, we're going to move on. Thank you so much, my YouTube lovelies, and thank you so much for bearing with me with my weird technical issues. And for anyone who's watching this afterward, enjoy the chaos. Bye.